Hi, I'm Mr. Gloff, and this is a tutorial for our radio and TV 1 and 2 students. We held a Zoom today for both in-person students and online students. The in-person, it was optional because they had received this lecture in school on either Monday or Tuesday. But for those of you that are at home, I really wanted you to be here for this tutorial. However, I am posting the tutorial in this recorded version so that anybody can refer to this if they have any issues moving forward. And today, the purpose of this tutorial is to talk to you about the way we are going to remote into school computers so that we can use our Adobe software to do our editing. For radio and TV 1 students, especially for those of you who are online learning exclusively and haven't heard any of this, we are going to be doing a lot. The year is broken up so that first semester we are doing strictly radio and second semester we're doing strictly TV. So during first semester, we're working on projects that are in Adobe Audition, which is an audio editing software. And we're going to be doing all of our editing in Adobe Audition. However, your Chromebooks don't have this software on it. The computers here at school do. And so we had to come up with a way for you to remote in from home to use this program. And we call it a software remote access platform because from a remote area, you're accessing the software that's here at school. So I want you to think of it like this, and forgive me because I'm going to be writing on my computer and to just kind of diagram this out a little bit. I'm at CPHS right now. And across the building, across the hallway from where I'm at, is a room with a bunch of computer servers. Now, if you don't know what that means, for me, I make it easier in just thinking of it as a bunch of computers racked up in a big room. And these are massive monster computers that are fast and have lots of storage space. On those servers is the software we need to use. You're going to be at home with your Chromebook, and through the internet, you are going to connect into the servers at CPHS. Now, the faster internet access you have at home, the better. So if you are using, first of all, if you can get off of Wi-Fi and be in a direct connected or wired computer. For instance, if maybe you have a better computer at home, you might have a Mac, an iMac computer, or an Apple, or an HP Pavilion, or a Dell, a big desktop with a nice monitor and keyboard. You can use that instead of your Chromebook. We just need a way for you to log in and connect into our software. And so if you have that, great. If all you have is your Chromebook, fine, we're going to make it work. But you always want to use the fastest tool that you have. So this is the process by which we are going to connect into this software called Horizon. So I'm going to minimize this screen here real quick, and I'm going to show you this process. And the first thing you're going to do is on your Chromebook or your computer at home, whichever you're using, go to the URL up here at the top and type in horizon.cps.k12.in.us. Make sure that you spell Horizon right. Make sure that you've got the punctuation, the periods in the right spot, horizon.cps.k12.in.us. And then go ahead and click Enter. And we're going to come to the VMware Horizon page. And what I would do is I would click this star to bookmark it and put it on your bookmarks here at the top like I have. Mine is blue because the star is blue because I've already done it, so that I can go there easy and quickly without having to type all this in. You can't install this on your Chromebook or a home computer, so we are accessing it. So we're going to click on the right-hand side here, the VMware Horizon HTML Access. By the way, if you're at home and following this video, you can be doing this along with me as we go. So I'm going to click on that, and it asks me for a username and a password. Teachers are a little bit different the way our usernames are set up. Students are last name. My name is Mr. Gloff. My first name is Chris. So it's last name with the first three initials of my first name. So I've got Gloff, C-H-R. And then I have a specific password that I created and saved to my computer. Most of you, especially if you're underclassmen, have CP and then the numbers. So that's what you would input. But I'm a teacher, so mine is a little bit different. Mine is my first initial first, and then my password, and then I'm going to click log in. And immediately it takes me to this screen very quickly, and I am now connected into a computer in our server space here at school. And I can do this from school and I can do it at home. It doesn't matter. I could do this from California if I wanted to. And you can see your screen should look like mine. Because you are part of the radio and TV program, you have been given access to these programs. Most of them we're not going to use because in addition to us, students in journalism, newspaper, yearbook, and in graphic imaging and technology, they are also using this software as well. And so they are going to be connecting in via this software, and they're going to be using things like Adobe InCopy, InDesign. We're going to be specifically working with Adobe Audition, Adobe Premiere, and Adobe Photoshop. Now, Adobe Audition is an audio editing software. Adobe Premiere is a video editing software, and Adobe Photoshop is a photo and graphics editing software. Once in a while, we might use Audacity, and then we have a link to Google Chrome, so forth and so on, okay? But right now, for our intro students, for our advanced students, you're going to be using all of these right away. But for our intro students, you're just worried about Adobe Audition. So I'm going to click on Adobe Audition, and it says loading. And for some people, students on Chromebooks, it goes right to the software and asks for login. But for when I'm on my regular computer, my laptop, it brings me to this gray screen. If it does that for you, no harm, no foul. So it eventually opened, and it said a previous session of Audition quit unexpectedly. I'm not going to worry about it. I don't want to recover it. This is when I did a tutorial earlier. And it's going to open this for me. If it didn't, I could just go to this tab over here and click this tab, and it would tell me if there was an issue where it says running. It would say something needs attention. And if I clicked on that and waited a little bit, it would finally take care of it and open it. But I see that I'm fine. Audition's primary temp volume cannot be found. That's no big deal. Just click OK. And it will finally open, and it will bring us the software. However, it will ask us to sign in. Now this time, we need more than just our username. We need our entire email address here at school. And rather than putting it here, we're going to do it with continue with Google. So go ahead and click there. And then enter your email address. Again, your email address would be something like CHR, your first three initials, at students.cps.k12.in.us. However, because I'm a teacher, mine is a little bit different. We have our first initial followed by our last name at cps.k12.in.us. We don't have students in front of ours. And I'm going to click next. And then I'm going to enter my password and click next. And it will ask me what type of account I want. This is not a personal account. This is a school account. So I'm going to click Enterprise ID, and it'll tell me that I'm all set, and I can close this browser. So I close that browser, and there is Adobe Audition behind me. Now, if you are an intro student, don't freak out. I know that this doesn't look like anything you've seen before, and I know that you don't know anything about that. That's not the purpose of this tutorial. The next tutorial will get us into using Audition. Don't freak out. All I want to do is make sure that you at home, especially if you're an online student, but even if you're not an online student, our in-class students, our in-person students are still going to be doing this like you at home as well. So I want to make sure that you can get in there. And the second thing I want to make sure of is that you understand this. Every student that comes to CPHS is given an H drive. I'll explain this here in a second. An H drive is a personal space on our server in which the student has private access to store files on it. Okay, if we go back to Adobe Audition and I go to File up here and then click Import and File, it will, and then if I click this PC and I scroll down or up, it will show you my H drive. How do I know it's an H drive? It's got an H right there, and it has my name. That is my personal space on our servers that I can store information. So if I record something here at school and I want to work it at home, I would save it to the H drive and then log in like we have been, and I can access it from home. In addition, all students in our program are given access to an X drive. An X drive is a community drive in which all of our students can share stuff together. So again, if I scroll down or up, in this case, if I scroll down, I see this repository, HS apps, high school apps, and then an X drive. And if I clicked on that, whoops, messed up. There we go, click. For our advanced students, we have CPTV, and you'll have access to that folder. For our intro students, I'm not sure if you have it yet because Tech Services is giving those privileges right now. We have a radio and TV. This is for our intro students. And we will have a semester 1 file, and all the projects you're going to do and all the files you're going to need for those projects are going to be in that folder so that you can move them over to your H drive so that you can use them for our projects at home. So what do I want you to know from this is that you have an H drive, an X drive, and that you will be able to import files like music files, audio files of your voice that you can then bring into Adobe Audition, mix them together to create radio programming, whether it be some commercials or PSAs, public service announcements, whether it be a newscast, a sportscast, a weathercast, whether it be DJing. So I'm hopeful that by the end of watching this video, you can log into Horizon from home, that you can log into Adobe so that you have Adobe Audition, access to Adobe Audition, and so that you can go to File and see an H drive or an X drive. So those 3 things is what I hope you can do. If you're having problems with any of those, email me immediately at cgloff@cps.k12.in.us. Email me there and I will get a tech ticket made up. We have had students who are in-person students who have had issues not seeing their H drive, primarily students who have moved into the district and this is their first year in Crown Point schools, and they didn't have an H drive made up in their name. And we've had some students who didn't have access because maybe they were added to the course later. They didn't have access to our Adobe or to the Horizon remote access software platform. And that's okay. This is an exclusive platform to specific students in the school that are signed up for various courses, and we are, it's taking us time to get everything worked out and to this point. If this is the first connection you've had to the course because of the way things have started and getting used to online tutorials and buzzes and Zooms and lectures, don't worry. Relax. This is supposed to be a non-stressful elective. It's supposed to be a fun class to give you a breather. For some students, it is their whole life. They're looking into going into radio and TV, broadcast, or journalism, and this is where they live for a good part of the day, every day throughout the school year. If you're in here as an elective, as a freshman, to kind of learn about radio and TV, that's absolutely fine. But hopefully by the end of this, you can at least access our software. And then on Thursday and Friday, we will be